पम्प्स विषय देखिए। तो फास्ट देखिए डेफिनेशन। व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ ए पम्प? Pump is basically hydraulic machine which converts mechanical energy into hydraulic energy. आम मेनली दुई प्रकार पंप विषय जाना। गोटे हूँ सेंट्रिफ्यूगल पंप आ गोटे हूँ रेसिप्रोकेटिंग पंप। फास्ट आम सेंट्रिफ्यूगल पंप विषय जाना। When the mechanical energy is converted into pressure energy by means of centrifugal force, that is known as centrifugal pump. And mechanical energy is converted into pressure energy by means of centrifugal force acting on the fluid, then that hydraulic machine is called the centrifugal pump. Here flow is radial outward direction and it works on the principle of forced vortex flow. Common uses are include water, sewage, petroleum or petrochemical pumping. Pumping of water, sewage and petroleum. Basically in these areas this pump is used. What is the working principle or what is the principle of this pump? It works on the principle of forced vortex flow. Means when a certain mass of fluid is rotated by external torque, the pressure here rises. Conversion of energy occurs by virtue of mainly two parts, that is impeller or casing. First, what is the principle of impeller? It converts the driver energy into the kinetic energy. It converts the driver energy into the kinetic energy, and diffuser converts the kinetic energy into pressure energy. Then what are the components of a centrifugal pump? See the figure. Components, basic components are impeller. The whole part is known as impeller. With inside the impeller, these are the vanes. Then in middle it is the suction pipe. The outer layer is known as the casing, and here discharge occurs. And it has two main components. Centrifugal pump has two main components. A rotating component comprises of impeller and shaft. A stationary component comprises of casing, casing cover and bearing. What are the rotating components? First is impeller. The impeller is the main rotating part that provides centrifugal acceleration to the fluid. And shaft, its purpose is to transmit the torque encountered when starting and during the operation. It supports the impeller and other rotating parts. Then what are the stationary components? First is casing. The main purpose of casing is to convert the kinetic energy into the pressure energy. Casings are generally three types: volute, vortex and circular. Volute is used for higher head, and vortex is used for eddy currents, or means eddy currents means not static, these are dynamic or moving currents. Circular used for lower head. So a volute is a curved funnel increasing in area of discharge to the part as the area of cross section increases, the volute reduces the speed of the liquid and increases the pressure of the liquid. Next is vortex casing. It is a circular chamber and introduced between casing and impeller. Efficiency of pump is increased due to this part. Last is the circular casing. It has stationary diffusion vanes surrounding the impeller periphery that converts velocity energy to pressure energy. Conventionally, the diffusers are applied in multi-stage pumps. Next, we will know about the priming, an important process in a centrifugal pump that is done. What is priming? The main objective of priming is to remove air from the parts. It is a process of filling suction pipe, casing and delivery pipe up to delivery valve with water, so that there will be no air in those parts. It is of two types, positive priming and negative priming. Positive priming, the one which speeds up the processing. Negative priming, the one which slows down the processing. How do they work? Liquid forced into the impeller first, then vents pass kinetic energy into the liquid. Liquid rotates and leaves the impeller. Then volute casing converts kinetic energy into pressure energy. This is the velocity triangle, and this is the inlet triangle, and this is the outlet triangle. So here inlet, U1 is the velocity at inlet, U2 is the velocity at outlet. U1 is the tangential velocity at inlet, U2 is the tangential velocity at outlet. W is the work done per unit weight of water, and VW2 is the wheel component of absolute velocity jet outlet. VW1 the wheel component at absolute velocity of the jet inlet. Next is we'll see about the work done. What is work done in case of centrifugal pumps? Work done will be by the impeller on the water, and W is the work done. W is equal to VW2 into U2 into VW1 U1 divided by G. Already I have told you all the terminologies. This is the formula U1, U2, VW2, VW1, W. You know, here is written all about these terms. Then as water comes radially, guide blade angle, if alpha guide blade angle at inlet alpha, that is equal to 90 degree, when alpha is equal to 90 degree, VW1 is equal to 0 and W is equal to VW2 U2 by G. Then we will know about the different heads in centrifugal pump. First is the suction head. Suction head or HS, vertical height of the center line of the centrifugal pump above the water surface to the pump from which water to be lifted. Then is the delivery head, HD. It is the vertical distance between the center line of the pump and the water surface in the tank to which the water is delivered. Then the static head or HS, sum of the suction head and delivery head. Then the manometric head. Manometric head is the head against which a centrifugal pump has to work, that is equal to HM HS plus HT plus HFS plus HFT plus VD square by 2G. So what is HFS, HFT, HS, HT, you know, HFS, HFT. HFS is the frictional head loss in suction pipe. HFT is the frictional head in delivery loss in delivery pipe, and VD is the velocity of water in delivery pipe. And what are the efficiencies in a centrifugal pump? First is the manometric efficiency or eta man. It is the ratio of manometric head to the head imparted by the impeller, and it can be obtained by the formula that is equal to HM by VW2 U2 by G, that is equal to HM into G VW2 U2. B is the mechanical efficiency, eta M is the ratio of power delivered by the impeller to the liquid to the power input to the shaft, that is equal to W VW2 into E2 by G divided by power input to the shaft or SP. And when the power is in kilowatt, the efficiency becomes W by G into VW2 into U2 divided by 1000 divided by SP. Last is your overall efficiency or eta O, ratio of power output of the pump to the power input to the pump or shaft. That is equal to weight of the water lifted into HM divided by 1000, that is equal to WHM by 1000 divided by SP, and eta overall efficiency is equal to eta man into eta m, mechanical efficiency into manometric efficiency. And we will see one example, one problem. The external and the internal diameter of the impeller of a centrifugal pump are 200 meter and 400 millimeter respectively, 200 millimeter and 400 millimeter respectively. The pump is running at 1200 rpm. The vane angles of the impeller at inlet and outlet are 20 degree and 30 degree respectively. The water enters the impeller radially and the velocity of flow is constant. Determine the work done by the impeller per unit weight of water. Solution. Given data, d1 is equal to 200 meter, internal dia of the impeller, d2 is the external dia, that is equal to 0.4 meter, n is the revolution, which is 1200 rpm, vane angle theta is equal to internal angle 20 degree, phi is equal to 30 degree, theta and phi are in the velocity triangle. Water enters radially means alpha is equal to 90 degrees, so Vw1 is equal to 0. Velocity of flow Vf1, Vf2, and Vf1 is equal to Vf2. This is the velocity triangle. Then first we will calculate U1. U1 is equal to pi d1 n by 60, that is equal to 12.56 meter per second. U2 pi d2 n by 60, that is equal to 25.13 meter per second. From inlet triangle, tan theta is equal to Vf1 U1, that is equal to Vf1 by 12.56. So from that, Vf1 is equal to 12.56 tan theta, and you get the value Vf1 4.57 meter per second, where theta is equal to, we put the value of theta is equal to 20 degree, and we have done that Vf1 is equal to Vf2. So Vf2 also 4.57 meter per second. From outlet velocity triangle, tan phi is equal to Vf2 U2 minus Vw2. From that we get Vw2 is equal to 17.215 meter per second, and work done is given by the formula 1 by G Vw2 U2. From that, work done is equal to 44.1 Newton per meter. And this is about centrifugal pump. You have to practice the problems.